So, you're thinking about building a custom home in Toronto. That's amazing. It's one of the biggest, most exciting adventures you can go on. But here's the thing. If you pick the wrong co-pilot, the wrong builder, that dream adventure can turn into an absolute nightmare of blown budgets and honestly, just costly, heartbreaking mistakes. So, let's get you ready to build your case.
And the stakes right now? Well, they've never been higher. I mean, get this. New housing starts in Toronto have just plummeted by over 60%. That's the lowest they've been in 3 whole decades. With fewer projects happening, your choice of builder is more critical than ever before.
So, that really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? In a market this squeezed, how on earth do you find a reliable, top-notch builder who's going to bring your vision to life without all the drama and surprise costs? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down right now.
Okay, here's our game plan. We've got a 6-step investigative roadmap designed to make you a total pro at this. We'll start with the reality of building in Toronto, then get into crafting your own project blueprint, investigating the builders, decoding their contracts, weighing price versus actual value, and finally, my favorite part, spotting those critical red flags from a mile away.
First things first, let's understand the landscape. Choosing a builder isn't just another box to check. No, this one decision basically determines your budget, your timeline, the quality of your home, and your peace of mind for years. Getting it wrong can have some pretty serious consequences. And I'm not just being dramatic. This is real life. One family in the GTA had to spend an extra $150,000 just to fix a terrible build that didn't even follow local codes. You know, it's not just about the money, it's the stress, the absolute heartbreak of seeing a dream project go so wrong. So, how do you protect yourself from that? Well, before you even think about talking to a builder, you need to get your own story straight. The whole investigation really begins with you, by creating a crystal clear case file for your project.
And here's how you build that case file. It's simple. Step 1, dream it up. Use a free app, sketch out your ideas. Step 2, rank your wants. What are the absolute must-haves versus the nice-to-haves? Be honest. 3, check prices. Get a realistic idea of costs in your area. And finally, step 4, write it all down on one page. This single step is so crucial. It gives you clarity and can literally cut the number of bad quotes you get in half.
And hey, while you're in that planning phase, here's a pro tip. Think green. Putting in sustainable features like solar-ready roofs or high-efficiency windows isn't just good for the planet, it's fantastic for your wallet. We're talking about a potential boost to your home's resale value of up to 20%. That's huge! All right, blueprint in hand, it is time to go on the offensive. This is the fun part, the investigation phase, where you start gathering intel on your top candidates, your, let's call them, primary suspects. Now, to do this right, you need a system. Let's use the 4P framework. It's super easy to remember. First, portfolio. Do they actually build homes that look like what you want? Next, process. Is it clear? Is it organized? Then, people. Are they good communicators? Do you trust them? And finally, proof. Do they have the licenses, the insurance, and the great references to back it all up? And speaking of proof, this right here is your first and most important stop, the Tarion and Home Construction Regulatory Authority database. This is a mandatory registry. If a builder's name is not on this list, they are not a legitimate builder in Ontario. Full stop. This is non-negotiable, and it's what protects your investment with a warranty.
Okay, so now you've got a short list of candidates who've passed the initial test. It's time to dig into the nitty-gritty. This is where you put on your lawyer hat and interrogate the fine print of their contracts and timelines. This is how you avoid nasty surprises later.
You're going to run into 2 main types of contracts. A fixed-price contract is exactly what it sounds like. The price is set. It gives you predictability, less risk for you. But you need a super detailed plan up front. Then there's the cost-plus contract. This one's more flexible if you think you'll make changes, but, and it's a big but, it puts all the risk of cost overruns right on your shoulders. And what about timelines? Okay, let's be real. With Toronto's whole permitting process, plus potential delays from weather or supply chains, a custom home build can easily take up to 24 months from start to finish. A good builder will be upfront and honest with you about that. Now for the final piece of evidence, the quote. And this, my friends, is where so many people make a huge mistake. The goal here is not to find the lowest price, it's to find the best value. And yes, there is a massive difference. Let's break it down.
So, a good quote, a valuable quote, is packed with detail. It breaks down all the costs. It has specific dollar amounts for materials, and, this is key, it has a contingency fund of about 15% for surprises. The red flags are on the right. Vague stuff like price TBD, no money set aside for finishes, no contingency, and timelines that just seem way too good to be true.
And that brings us to our final check. We're going to do a rapid-fire round of the biggest red flags. These are the warning signs that should scream, walk away, no matter how good the price seems.
First up, money. If a builder demands a huge deposit, I'm talking anything over 20%, you should be very, very wary. This can be a sign of cash flow problems, meaning they might be using your money to finish someone else's job.
Communication is everything. I mean, think about it. If they're giving you vague answers or ghosting your calls before you've even signed a contract, just imagine what it's going to be like once they actually have your money. That is a massive red flag.
We've said it before, I'm going to say it again, no Terrian registration is an absolute 100% non-negotiable deal breaker. Same goes for proof of insurance. Without these, you are flying blind with zero protection.
And finally, a great builder is proud of their work. They want to show it off. If they get weird or hesitate when you ask for recent client references, you have to ask yourself, what are they hiding? A good reputation is built on a long trail of happy customers.
So let's recap the mission briefing. This tough market demands a tough investigation from you. Always start with your own clear project brief, your case file. Vet every single builder using that 4P framework. Dig into every detail of the contract before you sign anything. Remember that the cheapest price is almost never the best value. And above all else, if something feels off, trust your gut.
You are now fully equipped. You've got the tools, you've got the framework, and you know exactly how to be the lead investigator on the most important project of your life. You know what to look for, what to ask, and what red flags to run from. So the only question left is, are you ready to start building your case?